Is it recording? All right.
It is yours truly, Rick the Prince here, and you are watching Surface
Rick
Town.
the Prince here.
Truly Rick the Prince here.
What's good? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly, Rick the Prince.
You are watching.
Pity the fool. Sorry for you. Feel sorry for you.
All right, how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm glad you was able to get here
Yeah,
safe.
I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? You are watching Beneath the Surface. We are here with the talented KayWht. How you doing?
I am blessed. Oh wow, this is like my second time in Atlanta,
Really?
and this time around I am actually equipped. So I'm just happy to be here, and give you guys who I am and
Right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
So what brings you to the city? I'm so glad you came here. While you're in town.
Yeah.
What we got going on here?
So basically, I just wanted to build my rapport, in other cities and other states.
Right.
I've been starting my music career last year.
Right.
So I also want to start off with, on a good foot, and not get it in there too quickly. So I'm just trying to take what I can and come to other places. My manager's from here. Shout out to Tolu.
Shout out.
So she from here, and if it wasn't for her, I would not even know how to move out here right away. It's very fast paced out here in Atlanta versus Dallas.
Yeah.
So I'm just at a point where I'm wanting to build my rapport, make my image a little better. My music is already there. So yeah, I'm in the works. I'm under construction for
Right.
KayWht 2.0.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, the South. I'm so glad this is where it's at. So I'm
Yes.
glad you came here.
Yes.
I want to talk about 2020.
Okay.
This has been a very hard year for us.
Oh yeah.
With everything. First, the pandemic. I want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
How did the pandemic affect you when it hit?
Not so badly. I feel like it's a spiritual warfare. So honestly, it kind of just helped me be able to break myself down, because the real world, I wasn't ready, I would feel like, especially with my career choice and what I want to do in life. So I feel like this was a necessary thing to do,
Right.
because a lot of people are straying away from the importance of life. And it caused people to either go one way or another. It's all black and white. So at this point, I'm just going with it, rolling with the punches. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Because I know, when the pandemic hit, I had got laid off. I know a lot of
yeah,
my
a lot of people have.
Yeah, I know a lot of my friends that didn't know if they were gonna
Right. Survive.
get paid. They had to move back home and all that stuff. So, and then on top of that, we had to deal with George Floyd
Oh, wow.
and Breonna Taylor, and just that whole situation. So I wanted to ask you about, Black lives and I noticed one thing, we're supporting Black-owned businesses more.
Yeah.
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
So a lot of changes with that.
Yeah.
So when it come down to the Black Lives Matter movement, I feel like the conversations on social media has changed tremendously. Even though it kind of just gotten brushed over the rug for a few months, because the topic of conversation that I was bringing to the table was pertaining to Black women. And I've always empowered Black women through my music, or just who I am in general. And so when that came about, God bless George Floyd's family and Breonna Taylor's family, because I know it's very hard to deal with losing a loved one to a senseless act of violence from people that are supposed to protect us, but they turn their backs on us. So it's kind of iffy to even call them if you need them. Now, a lot of things have just triggered us as Blacks. So at this point, I feel like they want us to be distracted from greatness. So that's why they bring so much depressing things online and on social media or in person. And so now at this point, this gives us a time to just reflect on our history, more so and get in depth with our ancestors and where we came from and build upon that, because we're literally gotten thrown off our path because this was all ours. And so, yeah, I feel it's just like this is a moment to just embrace our Blackness and move forward and empower as we've always had that they've taken from us, you know.
Right. And all this has made me want to be like more involved with the community and like want to give back. I wanted to ask you, like, as you get more established and people know you more, like, what are some things that you want to do for your city?
So yeah, I want to be able to just get involved more, I guess, because my city where I'm from is not safe. So I want to actually kind of do my research now, because I haven't been back for a minute, and I moved out of Memphis, Tennessee since 2011. So I want to actually do my research when I can, provide the funds to do so. You know, try to build communities, because they're torn down a lot of things in my area where I grew up. Kind of just give a place where kids can actually enjoy themselves and not be out in the streets. So it's a lot of things in Memphis that needs to change. But just anywhere, you know, kids anywhere, locally, internationally, it doesn't matter. You know, I have so many ideas, but you know, only thing I got to do is just get there. So
Right. Now, you mentioned that you're from Memphis, Tennessee. What are some things that you remember when you were living there before you moved?
My grandma was cooking.
Hey.
I remember the terrible streetways that they have. Oh my God, mess up your tires, all the potholes they got. I remember the food, the scenery of the river, and it being peaceful up there, and just everything. I remember every little thing about Memphis. Like the schools I went to is just very nostalgic. I don't know, I guess, you know, just being there, and my life is like a fairy tale thanks to my family. My family's pretty small, so it was just everything involving music, really, because you know, Memphis is the city of the blues and rock and roll. And I also went to a music academy in 2004, so that right there was one of the highlights of my life, being out there, because I was performing on stage with one of the staple singers. And oh my God, like, I'll take you there. I was like, I was like, oh yeah. So it just gives me so much soul when I think about my city.
Right.
Yeah.
So what made you move to Dallas?
What made me move to Dallas was my mom. She wanted better for us. Like I said, it's not safe, because like literally the day before we moved to Dallas, there was a shootout. I was like, yeah, this is our cue to go. But yeah, she had a better job opportunity, better school opportunities for me and my sisters. My younger siblings have a better experience with school and stuff like that now, because they're in Texas. So it was all for that reason.
Right. So you moved to Texas back in 2011, you said, right? So how was it, like, when you first get to Dallas from Memphis? How was that?
I was like, wow, where are we? Like, I wake up, because we drove. So I wake up and I'm like, why are these intersections in the way? Like, what is going on here? Because we only got like one or two. So I was just like, wow, this is very busy. And so, you know, I really didn't go out until like 2015, because I started high school. You know, I finished high school in 2014. So I didn't really discover Dallas like that. But once I did, it was just like, wow, it's very versatile. It's a lot of different people, you know, people that I'm not very familiar with. So it just kind of helped me adapt a lot more, since it is very versatile.
Right. Now, I want to talk about one thing that I admire about you and your artistry is you love to do covers. And some of your covers have turned out to be like a preferred version of some, you know what I mean? And you've gotten shout out by Summer Walker.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like
Summer, Kalani, Lucky Day.
Yeah.
Young Barbecue said she even heard one of my songs. Shout out to that girl. I love her.
Shout out.
You know, it's been, honestly, I think it's a stepping stone, you know, because I've always wanted to do something like this. So I feel like that was the first step. And I didn't really have much when I did it. And the only thing I had wasn't an Instagram account. And I just took advantage, because people always give me good feedback when I started. And I didn't really think about what it would bring me. And it brought me so much, and then more than I expected. So it was just confirmation that I should just, you know, I should keep it rolling. So.
Okay. If anybody wants to sponsor,
please,
Beneath the Surface with a bottle, I'm your boy. Just like holla at me. All right, now 11:30 interlude. Let's go. Like, I'm tired of playing games. 11:30 interlude.
Oh wow. Okay, so that song right there is like everyone's favorite. It's also mine because I got the title of the song for my birthday, 11/30. I am a Sagittarius. Shout out to y'all. So yeah, it was honestly, it was one of the 5 days I called off of work, and like literally we were like, I just want to make a project. So we knew that we could collab and work together. Me and my producer Israel, shout out to him. And it was just one of the songs where he did the beat. Actually, every song he does, he'll do the beat first. That's always a process for me in the studio. He'll do the beat first, and then I will go along by typing what I want to say. And it was short. He didn't really go any further than that. He said, this is perfect. I was like, yeah, let's wrap it up then. Interlude. Period.
Right,
yeah.
right. And I know a lot of people was really feeling that when it came out.
It's a unisex song. So it's not too girly. It's not for one certain group. It's literally for everyone to listen to, all age groups. And it's not too much like, it's not provocative like that, but you can take it as how you want it to.
Right.
So that's the beauty of it.
Right. All right, so which brings me to ETA, your project that you put out. Now, I love the cover. Let's start with the cover because you're kind of like,
moving but not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
So honestly, I'm gonna be really honest. I didn't even come up with that concept. I've gotten some assistance with that. So I think it was really cool. I mean, we just got inspired by the colors, I feel like, because it was like red in the background and purple. And I had like these red iridescent shades, and I got this red silk dress on. So we, just went by the colors basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So I pulled a record from that project called Fair, which I know is a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the lyric, and I just want you to elaborate what were you going through during that time.
Yeah, sure.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna sing it.
Oh, that would be nice. You said you were working on your runs earlier. That would be nice.
All right, here we go. All right, it says, stop victimizing yourself, acting like a baby. Go and get some help before you start going crazy. And then you go on to say, life too much to bear. Remember that's what you make it.
Yeah.
Okay. How you gonna get there? Challenges, you gotta face them. Talk about that.
Okay, so I was going through a rough time when I was writing the song, but I try to make it as general as possible because when it all boils down to it, you gotta like just ground yourself, and you have to find things within that you have to change your situation. And it takes a lot of internal work. So people, playing the victim is out. Stop trying to blame everybody else for your situation. Like, if you don't like it, then what can you do to change it? And growing up, it was just me, my mom, and my sisters. I have 3 sisters. And my mother was a single mom of 4. And it's just it's tough, So she never played a victim. She was always a victor. And that's something that she's always told me, And so when I was going through my situation, I had nobody to blame but myself. So that was one of the lines I had to really kind of bring to life, because it's always been embedded in me that, you have to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you're not changing, then nothing else changes around you. You're just going to be miserable. So, yeah, that's where that stemmed from.
Right. Now talk about this entire project. When did you know that this was done? Because it's a short project.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the 5th day. I was like, all right. And then we got the mixes from my guy T.O. Shout out to Sonic Major. We love you, man. When we got the mixes from him, we were like, boom. I didn't have to. It's so funny because I thought that I'd have to chop it up, but I didn't. I did all the placements of the songs, the harmonies, the melodies, all in one day for each song, because it's a song a day. And we sent them out to him.
And you do that all, that's all you?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I had to find out, people have like vocal arrangers that help them okay, do this there, do this there. So you just...
I do it all. Okay. Yeah, I do it all. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's pretty fun though.
Yeah. Now, Pity.
Yes.
Now, I saw the visual for that. I love the visual. You were giving me, I remember when you were in the car with the hat, you giving me like Aaliyah vibes on that one.
Smooth vibes.
Tell me the concept and how the visual and the song came together.
Okay, so the song really,
What?
I had a session and it was my people there, but there was this one specific person, and I was kind of, how you in the studio sometimes, you kind of get like, normally an artist takes about 20 minutes to figure out what they want to write about. So he was like right to it, like, hey, what do you want to write about? I was just like, I don't know yet, because he was doing the beat. And so he was just like, maybe you should write about this. I said, okay, cool. So, and sometimes he would kind of go overboard with it, but I kind of gotta like let him like, whoa, I got this, let's balance it out. And so he helped me with a couple of lines of this from the song, and I just went from there. I was like, okay, bet, I got it. And then I ended up doing the placements for those as well. And the visuals, how the visual went, we had so much planned for it, but things don't really go as planned sometimes.
Yeah.
But we still stuck it out, and I made sure that we all just came together. Me and the team, me, Lou, and it was Israel. We all came together. He had some people to come up with some props, like the car and everything, and the places we can go. And I had Kendall. Shout out to Kendall. She was the ballerina in my video, and she had some like wardrobe for me. So it was just like a team thing, and it was kind of last minute, but we still was able to get it out the way, and it was just perfect afterwards. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of people loved it.
Yeah, I really like that song and that video.
Thank you.
Now, I know Destiny's Child was a group that you listened to.
Yes.
And I wanted to bring this topic up because I think it's very important. Kelly Rowland, I remember her speaking about how she was dealing with colorism while in the group, because I don't know if people forget, but Destiny's Child was
What?
600K first week. They were
Period.
huge.
They was on it.
So just to be
95.
like young in that spotlight and having to deal with that in the industry, what's your take on that?
I feel like every woman is beautiful. Like I said, I go hard for my Black women. So, being the fact that my siblings are darker than me. All of my siblings, I'm probably the lightest sibling. And, I'm sure they had issues with colorism. But at the end of the day, like, we winning. I think people don't understand how much Black women are winning, especially women of a darker skin tone, because a lot of colors pop off of them.
Yeah.
A lot of makeup colors pop off of them, nails pop off of them, clothes and shoes, like glam. I've seen a lot of Black women in luxury pop on them. Like, they are more resilient, and you walk in, they're the ones that get the most eyes when they walk in the room. You know what I'm saying? When they see a Karen, they be like, oh, it's just but when they see a Black woman, it's like, who is she? Like, they want to know, who is she?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Naomi Campbell walk, period.
Right. Because I know we have a lot of we're seeing more representation. We got Normani.
Yeah. It's like
Summer
that.
Walker.
Give us our flowers.
Right.
We deserve it. We've been here doing this thing, even if we weren't even talented and musically. There's a lot of things that brought attention to these people that have really will gentrify what we are about and who we are. And it's so crazy. I see a lot of whites would dress with the Black aesthetics but not give us props. Like, you can never be us, so don't ever in your right mind fix your mouth to even talk down on a woman that's darker than you. Don't do that. That's not fair. And I'm caramel, my little sister will call me light skin and say, girl, I'm nowhere near light, okay?
Right.
I'm happy to be where I'm at, and I love to hop in the sun sometimes to get a little darker. It's fine, we're beautiful. We stand out.
Right.
Period.
Exactly. Now I want to talk about Don't Worry.
Yeah.
The new.
Don't worry.
Go ahead.
I'm with someone. I flirt with other guys just for fun. Between them all, I want none. Because I'm in my what? Trying to get to the max, yeah, baby.
Okay, now talk about this record.
Okay, so honestly, this was, like I say, whatever my producer makes at the time, he always asks me, like, what's the vibe you want? I said, give me something like a little upbeat, a little vibe, And it was the beginning of the summer when we recorded it. So I wanted, boom, summer vibe. I was like, bet. So I went on with it and literally was writing. I was going through it that day too. I was going through it. All right. So after Pity, that was just like, ooh, I'm gonna make sure I amp it up a little more.
Yeah.
And so it was just like a more upbeat, more, what I'm saying? Pity was more chill. So it was just, whatever the beat was, he made it, and I was just going with it. Really, It was just that.
Right. Now with this record, are we getting a visual, or are we just gonna?
Oh yeah. That's definitely coming.
Okay.
I have a lot to show people with that song.
Right.
Because Pity, I couldn't really do much, but yeah, this one is gonna be like all out.
Right. And I remember hearing you say something about an extended version of 11:30.
Yes.
Is that happening? Is that part of a new project or
It
anything
is
like
part
that?
of my new project, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm excited.
Excited?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you try to meet the like Mariah Carey criteria of a remix, but I really couldn't do it with that one because people love the original version of the 11:30. So I just kept it the same, you know, but I definitely added a feature on there. And you will see when you know, get the, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, see when the project's out. And I'm excited for y'all to see it.
Right.
I'm excited for y'all to hear it. All of that. Yeah.
Right. Well, I want to thank you, KayWht,
Oh my
so
gosh.
much for
Thank you for
coming
having
on
me, Rick. I appreciate
Beneath
you.
the Surface. It was really nice meeting you. You really are a beautiful soul.
Thank you so much. Oh my
Yes,
God.
and I want you to keep doing your thing. And I can't wait till this project comes out.
Oh yeah, it's coming out. It's
Yeah.
coming out this year, 2020.
Okay.
It's a hell of a year already. Just gotta end it like a hell of a year, you know?
Right. We're gonna end this year strong.
No, we are.
I'm sick of this bullshit.
All right, look.
We're gonna end-
tired. I'm done.
We're gonna end this year right.
We're trying to what? We trying to get peace, and this is not happening.
Right. Well, y'all make sure y'all go stream KayWht's music. Go follow her, all that good stuff. I'm yours truly, Rick the Prince. You just watched Beneath the Surface. And we see y'all next time.
Peace out. A-Town down. Dun, dun.
Hey, in the club with my homies, trying to get a little, keep it down on a low key.
Low key.
Background. All right, we done. Hey.
Yeah.